So
So, how you dive into ambiguity, you do it through your tonality and your facial expressions, right? And just something short. So, the easiest way to do it is let's say Emmett says, yeah, I mean, it's consistent most of the time, right? Then it's just like, oh, well, I mean, I guess what do you mean by like most of the time? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And you just repeat what they say because you show confusion. You can do a little head tilt. You do a little head tilt. You frown the brows a little bit, and then in your tonality, it's a curious tone. It's like, oh, well, I mean, what do you mean about most of the time? And then at that point, they get a chance to actually answer the question. You're clearly confused, heads to the side, so you want more information. Whenever you do a basic ask for more information, they will voluntarily give the information because now they feel it's their duty to clarify what they didn't have clear the first time. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
yeah, it does. Yeah,
Okay. But yeah, I would just say lower your commitment questions as well. Ask one, keep it moving. If they sound wishy-washy, just challenge them directly on the wishy-washiness. So
yeah,
challenging someone is not salesy. What is salesy is trying to force an answer that you need to make someone a sale, right? So
yeah,
if someone says, "Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty committed," I mean, you don't sound too sure, man. Like, are you actually committed to like growing the business, or is it more so like a nice to have right now? You know what I mean? That's a genuine direct challenge over whether or not this is a priority, and it gives them the chance to qualify themselves, right? That's perfectly fine. But
yeah,
if it's kind of the inverse, where it's like, I don't even know how to ask a bad commitment question. If you keep asking like the commitment questions like you were, where it's like, are you committed? Now, for you yourself in your personal life, are you committed to
yeah,
this? Like, it's like, then at that point, it's like, all right, bro,
yeah,
like, let's
yeah,
calm
for
down.
sure.
You know what I mean? So just don't do that.
Yeah,
But your first commitment question was fine. Again, you just want to reiterate when you're going through one of these calls or a set call, you want to get the goal of what would actually change. You want to get what's actually keeping them from there, and then you want to make sure they commit as well, right? So the goal for this person was made them making $1 million a month. So they're making 1 million a month. What's keeping them from there is they only have a door knocking team that isn't exactly. Hey, real quick. So, if you are in high ticket sales and you are absolutely struggling with discovery, you don't know what to do during objections, or just your pitch is a little bit shaky overall, if you are having issues when it comes to taking money from your prospects, I want to help you. So, what I want to show you is basically an entire school community that I have of closers who are there to excel and there to do better. So if you want help from discovery, pitch, objections to just general key skills, follow up, referrals, anything that you can think of, landing roles when it comes to real sales mastery, there is help for you in this free school community. And then there's also essentially a calendar of coaching calls that you can actually join as well, where we will help you directly to improve your sales. We'll role play, we'll do call reviews, pretty much everything that you would need to be successful in sales. Okay. So if you want to join that, you'll also be able to see some of my live sales calls. Just click the link below and I'll see you there. Bye bye.